In today's class, I'll be discussing in short the characters of the three important heroes in the Iliad. Firstly, let us look at the character of Achilles. Achilles is, of course, the greatest Greek warrior, and he is portrayed as such by Homer in the poem. Now, we see that although he possesses superhuman strength and has a close relationship with the gods, sometimes he appears to be less than heroic. Obviously, he has all the characteristics of a great warrior, and he proves to be the mightiest man in the Achaean army. But the flaws in his character, they constantly come to the forefront, and they do not allow him to act with nobility and integrity. Thus, we find that he fails to control his pride, or the rage that surges up when his pride is injured. This characteristic so possesses him that he abandons his friends and even prays that the Trojans will slaughter them, all because he has been slighted at the hands of his commander, that is Agamemnon. Achilles is driven primarily by a thirst for glory. One part of him yearns to live a long and easy life, but he knows that his personal fate will force him to choose between he will be forced to choose the life that is exactly the opposite. Finally, however, he becomes willing to sacrifice everything else so that his name will be remembered. Like most of the Homeric characters, Achilles does not develop significantly over the course of this epic poem, although the death of Patroclus prompts him to seek reconciliation with Agamemnon. It does not lessen his rage. He instead redirects it towards the Trojan prince Hector. The event does not make Achilles a more deliberative or self-reflective character. Bloodlust, wrath, and pride continue to poison him, to consume him. He mercilessly mauls his opponents, brazenly takes on the river Xanthus, ignobly desecrates the body of Hector, and savagely sacrifices 12 Trojan men at the funeral of Patroclus. He does not relent in this brutality until the final book of the epic, when King Priam, begging for the return of Hector's desecrated corpse, appeals to Achilles' memory of his father, Peleus. Yet it remains unclear whether a father's heartbroken pleas really transforms Achilles, or whether this scene merely testifies to Achilles' capacity for grief and acquaintance with anguish, which were already proven in his intense mourning of Patroclus. So this in short is the character of Achilles in the Iliad, and he really does not, in spite of being the greatest warrior in the epic, does not emerge as a very noble character in the epic.